From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Just like with yesterday, we'll have an increased fire risk for both today and tomorrow, but technically not a first alert weather day. So let's show you everything that goes into that. First of all, it's going to be hot for today, but these are going to be normal high temperatures for this time of the year. And the vegetation, once again, going to be critically dry in the Cascades and Upper Yakima Basin and for our lower elevations. Then you factor in the winds. They're going to be pretty persistent throughout the day, but the strongest gusts are going to be at the peak of daytime heating, especially in the Morrow County foothills and in the Kittitas Valley. So in these conditions, fires could start or spread quickly. Then for tomorrow, thankfully a little bit cooler, about 5 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. And the vegetation still going to be critically dry for the valleys, for the lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills. You factor in the winds once again, and it's going to be from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Again, at the peak of daytime heating, that's when we're going to see the strongest wind gusts, but looking a little bit weaker as opposed to what we'll see for today. But in this environment, fires could also start or spread quickly. Now let's pivot to the Water Follies forecast for the next few days. It's going to be excellent weather to be down by the river. Lots of sunshine, a little bit breezy each day, and high temperatures in the low to mid 90s. We've certainly had Water Follies that have been much hotter than this, so we will certainly take this. But the little cool down is going to be short-lived as we'll heat things back up very quickly into next week. Looks like Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be the hottest days of this ordeal. If we really had to split hairs, Wednesday is going to be the hottest day. So here's what models are saying for now, and this is 6 days out, so this is subject to change, but around 100 degrees for the valleys, between 100 to 105 for the basin, and between 95 to 100 for the Blue Foothills. Certainly some very toasty stuff. Then you factor in, we'll have these little lightning chances in the mountains for Monday and Wednesday, spreading down into the valleys and foothills for Thursday. Anytime we have lightning in the forecast around this time of the year, we watch that with a lot of intent. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, low to mid 90s through Monday, then around 100 for Tuesday and Wednesday. In Yakima, an increased fire risk for today and tomorrow, heating up next week and tracking a little thunderstorm chance next Thursday. In Ellensburg, mid 80s through Sunday, mid 90s Monday and Tuesday, around triple digits for Wednesday, then perhaps a thunderstorm or two late next week. In Hermiston, heightened fire weather today and tomorrow, then triple-digit heat looms next Tuesday and Wednesday. Finally, for Walla Walla, fairly seasonal, if not a bit below average over the next handful of days, but we crank up the heat for the middle of next week.